I decided to go to law school because I wanted to be a better volunteer. I wanted to have some skills that I could use to help people solve their real and urgent problems.
I thought it would be a great way to help people. I thought it would be a really interesting career path where I could learn something new every day, always be challenged.
There's only 3 law schools in the province of British Columbia as it stands. And so your choices are kind of limited.
Trinity Western University has, I think, a fairly good reputation as a university academically. It has good rankings, it has, by many standards, good programs. It's a Christian university that is specifically associated with the Evangelical Free Church of Canada, which holds within its beliefs that marriage is between one man and one woman, that this needs to be enforced at the school.
Trinity Western actively discriminates by forcing its students and staff to sign a community covenant. Among other things, it asks students and teachers to agree that they will not have any relationships that are not between a man and a woman.
They require entrants to the university to sign. Any students, faculty have to sign it as well.
The covenant applies to faculty. So queer voices are also excluded from faculty at Trinity Western. This essentially limits the debate in classrooms about queer issues in the law, how queer individuals in society are treated by the law.
I think that having an organization develop lawyers in that way is deeply problematic. It's very troubling.
Personally, I think this is really important in our community because it's a reminder that discrimination in 2015 in Canada is still taking place against our community, and because I see the potential implications of setting a precedent where you can legally discriminate against someone based on their sexual orientation, and that's completely unacceptable.
There are legal rights that Canadians have that they would have to leave at the door effectively to attend that university.
The history of TWU seeking accreditation actually goes back to the early 2000s when they were applying to have a teachers college, and that was a case that made its way to the Supreme Court ultimately. And then in recent years they decided to apply to have a law school, and that has renewed the conversation and certainly the fight to challenge this discriminatory covenant.
Ideally, I would like for them to reconsider what this document says, what it means, and then the type of law school community that they're trying to create.
I have faced that kind of feeling like what I believe, who I am, who I love is not accepted. And I know what it feels like to be in that kind of oppressive environment, and I don't wish that on anyone.
I really want to make sure that those very, very small number of law school spots remain open to everyone. It's really hard enough to get into law school already, and it's especially hard for queer people to get in.
We're now in a situation where the Minister of Advanced Education has pulled the plug on the law school. Accreditation has no longer been granted.
BC government has declined to approve the school in large part because of issues with the accreditation at a few of the law societies across the country, and that is being debated currently before 3 different courts.
This will be precedent setting in terms of policy across Canada, and therefore I think it's important that people donate and provide resources to ensure that this very expensive legal battle is able to go forward.
They should speak to the Law Society about their views on that in every province. They should speak to the Minister of Advanced Education here in BC, because those are parties that really need to hear it.
And they can also just talk to their friends and help us raise awareness by getting people passionate about this issue and realizing how important it is to education, to the justice system, and to equality in Canada.